galaxies, friends, and friends to be. I have this YouTube channel because I want to connect to you. And I'm sitting here. This is just going to be a chat day. This is going to be a chat day. I want to know some things. First, I want to talk to you and say hello to everyone. And I just also want to talk to you. I want to talk to you every single day.
This is Earth speaking. We would like to know you. Please reply.
Live long and prosper. Jola and true, we come in peace.
This is Earth speaking. We would like to know you. Please reply.
We do not tolerate deceit.
We would like to know you. We would like to know you. We would like to know you. Please reply.
Hello. Nutlek.
And I'm not able to do it, or I haven't been able to do it. I'm sitting in here and I've got all the computers are rendering, and it takes days and days and days. Sometimes if you do any kind of animation, it could take up to a year to do the animation. And I'm sitting here going, well, it's been a week. I think it's been about a week, and I'm doing all these drawings and nothing's finished yet, but I can't talk to you. So I thought, I'm going to talk to my friends every single day. So every day I'm going to have a video that will either be like this, just us chatting, like you're here with me right now. Well, you are actually, your spiritual energy is with me. And hey, that's a shout out to Chewy. Yeah, so I just want to say we're going to talk every day. And sometimes they'll be like this, which is just us chatting. And I'll let you know, I'll just maybe put chat on the end of it. And other days, it's my deep investigations into real UFO things, topics that I find so interesting. Um, so I did some fun videos and you really seem to like them. I did not know I would love K-pop this much. I promise, I promise that I will not spam the timeline on Twitter with K-pop, but I do like K-pop. I think it's great. The music's great and the dancing is great. Okay, stop. So every day I'm going to talk to you. So the first thing I wanted to say is everyone who has been following me, thanking me, being so kind, thanks. I really appreciate that. This is a great community that we're building. And I can see already the positive energy. The people that have been following me, I go and look and see who you are. I do. I go and look because it's great. You people are so great and so positive, and that's what I want. Those are the type of people that I want to be around. I want that type of energy because we create our own universe. That's why hardcores are called galaxies, right? Okay, friends. So, Bionic Woman, this is my Twitter friends. These are my Twitter friends who I'm really happy to see you. I really appreciate you. I go and check out your profiles. Don't freak out, okay? Okay, so Bionic Beauty, hi. I really, really appreciate you. Thanks. I really appreciate you. Android Geek, that's pretty cool. Monster Hunter, oh, I'm not a monster. There might be an alien, I think, talking through me, but I don't think it's a monster. So please don't follow me for that reason. I'm not a monster. Hi, Christina. I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it Hatlau? Hetlau? Hatlau? Hetau spaces. Hi, Hetlau. I really, that connection that we had the other day was excellent. That was excellent. So, yeah, that was excellent. Oh, except positive intent. See, it's really cool. Van Roswell, I see you. Hey, from a geek to a fellow geek, I see you, friend. Mm. Bonjour. Comment ça va, friend? And that's cool because you're into the same stuff I am. So the paranormal, UFOs. I always want to know about UFOs. Are UFOs? There's so many things. I know that some of them are human made, but others, it could be possible. There's a lot that's possible. Okay. Ancient aliens, we'll get into all of that. Andrea, nap eternally. Yeah. Oh, I like this. Graduated in BS clownery. That okay. All right. Cool. Nice to see you, friend. Oh, Lino Fairy. Bye. Oh, go away. I'm here to stalk. Stalk me in a positive way. Stalk me positive. Oh, this one I'm gonna try to Karen Daggett. Karen Dagan. Yeah. Like kind of like Donkey Bell. Donkey Bell. Hmm. But you called yourself Dum Dum. Oh. Oh. Oh, and your heart is healed. Here, let me give you some of my positive energy. Here it comes. All right. Flarius, Kevin. Um, oh hey, I went and I believe that I went and I saw some stuff from you. Hello, friend. Hello. Behaviorist. Oh, experiencer of high strangeness. Great. Great. Yeah, and I like this idea. Non-skeptic, non-believer. Right? Because it sounds so wild, but this is how I see it. I like because I know what's happening within me and only I know what's happening within me, right? I want to know exactly what is going on. I take it personally. I want to know what's going on. So, hello, friend. Brenda Star Traveler. That's a really excellent name. Excellent. Oh, Brenda. Oh, see, Brenda, we're on the same. This is what I mean about the UFO community. And Brenda, you understand me. So that's what I mean. I just wonderful. I don't want to, if you don't want to light Sean on you, I don't want to be like, hey, this and that, you know what I mean? So I just want to tell you, Brenda, thank you so much for following me because of you, what you have said, it's easier for me to realize what's going on with me and why I'm drawing these things, why I'm what is going on. So thank you, Brenda Star Traveler. Excellent, excellent name. Ah, my Twitter friends. And then after my Twitter friends, we're gonna chat some more, and I'm gonna talk to you YouTube friends. Ah, innovation artist. Tio Vincent 4. Loving music. Hi, friend. Hi, friend. Hi, friend. Hi, friend. Ah, MD Ruzela Alam. I think that's how you say it. Hi, friend. Hi. Kebler Ukoas. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm butchering that. And you're following Ucheos. Kebler 12797. Hi, friend. I apologize for butchering your name, but I feel your energy and I know exactly where you're coming from, I believe. Ah, I could feel you watching me being like, what are you doing? But I feel you, friend. I feel you. Thank you for following me. And you know what? Also, because I go into I find content because I'm looking and I'll be like, oh, I wonder what they know. And I'll be like, I need to make a video about it. So, hey, Galen Stokes. Hi. Galen Stokes. Hi, thank you for following me. You exactly what I was just saying, Galen. I was just saying, trying to figure out one day at a time. That I totally understand you. Thank you there. I totally understand you. And I really like the emojis that you've used. They're excellent. I can read them. Oh, yeah, friend. Yeah. Oh, when I see all of your names and I read them and I get some energy from just reading your name and seeing your profile that I'm looking at your profiles right now. Um, I get such positive energy from it, and from yours, Galen, I'm getting a lot of positive energy. Wow. Hmm. We'll figure this out together, friend. Conscious connection, girl ascending. Oh, that's excellent. Mm. Girl Ascending 88. I didn't have the page fully open because I'm rendering on this computer as well. Um, Unconditional love. Unconditional love. Thank you for following me, friend. There's so many things. There's so many things we're going to talk about, friends. So every day I'm going to come on here, and today is a long day because I was like, this video will be a bit longer because I want to really talk to you, my friends that have been here in the very beginning of everything, that have given me so much strength to be like coming out and saying the things that I'm saying. So you're my core friends that have helped me so much. So I just want to spend this time talking to you today. And every day we're going to talk and just about the topics that I've been thinking about for the last 10 years of spirituality, all those kinds of things, and the things that I see on that you post, like these UFO sightings. I can't make the videos fast enough for all the things I want to talk to you about. So every day we'll chat like this, or it'll be an in-depth video that I've finished, and I'll let you know about that. Shana, JFRS. Hi, friend. And I like those flowers. I love flowers. Ah, never give up. That's awesome, friend. Okay. And you know what? That is totally true. Never give up because you look back on your life and what did I do or what did I never do? That's what would always be afraid of. To look back over my life and say I didn't take that chance or work really hard at something and I let that possibility go. And then I look back and that would be really upsetting. Hi, Yuri. Yuri, excellent. Yuri and Hart. Oh boy, and Orov. You're probably laughing, like, what did she just do to that last name? I want to say thank you, Yuri. Yuri's a friend that will tell you what you need to know. You know how you have those friends that when you're doing really well, they'll just tell you, oh, everything's all great, everything's fine, and then they won't say anything about what's really wrong. Well, Yuri's your friend. He's that, or our friend that will just say something, because I was talking before about the red light, and the blue light therapy that I do. And Yuri had said something about that, about like, why is this extraterrestrial with no hair talking about hair growth? Well, some of these aliens don't have any hair. And I believe that there's all these kind of things like cloaking. I don't know. I'll go into it because you all in the UFO community know about these things that I've just been thinking about. And then I'll see something and go, hey, that's exactly what I thought. So we'll talk more about that afterwards. But I always saw when I was making these aliens that they were bald. Um, they were all bald, but the humans had hair. But I think that it has something to do with when they awaken. Something that's why they shave their heads or something. I don't know. But I know that they do have hair. So I think it's something to do with cloaking so that they can blend in, right? Um, so the red and the blue light therapy, as some of you probably know, I don't know if you know this or not, but how this happened was I was really sick and I was dying. And when I was laying on my deathbed, covered in sweat and stuff, I started seeing things and I thought, are these fever dreams? What is going on? And so, what I would do is I would take note notepads, and I would have these just flash of ideas, things that had to be done, and shown stuff that I was supposed to do. And it was just like, it just flashes, I guess. And I would just write it down. And so I have these notepads with exactly the steps that I'm supposed to take to connect to you. And it's really weird. So, except for, yeah, well, yeah, that's what it's doing. So I have these notepads, and it will tell me, you need to know elliptic cryptography. I'm like, what is that? That sounds really difficult. Or you need to learn how to do these kinds of animation programs and these things. So I'm learning. So, what for me, it's something like a person just going from caring about shoes and nails and clothes to now being like, why did I have that vision? Why did I see that? Why did that come true? Like, it just, for me, I have all these questions about what's happening within myself, right? So I was dying, and I was thinking, is it a fever dream? Why am I having all these visions of these things? Why am I getting all these ideas? And about what I'm supposed to do with my life if I get the chance. Like, because last time I was spending too much time partying, right? Not the bad partying, but just having a really good time in life and totally carefree. I didn't know anything, right? So, and then when I was dying, I got a really good chance to see. So, I'm supposed to do these things and tell you these things, so I'm going to. So one of the things that had happened was the red and blue light thing. I had the treat set, and it was in the closet. I was really sick, and so I was trying anything because I was in so much pain. My body was in so much pain, and lots of so much pain, and it just was awful. And they were like, "You're gonna die. You could like." The doctor phoned me and said, "You could die right now." Like, just that's where your body's at. So I got lucky. And I don't know. I think that I was given a second chance. Actually, I know I was. And the deal is I have to tell you this stuff. Even though I think it's so wild, I'm telling you these things, but that's what I'm doing. So we were having a little house party, and I'm sitting there, and because even though I was ill, I still want to have people around and socialize, because people would be like, why isn't she socializing? um, does she think she's better than us? She's so stuck up. No, I'm dying and I can't get out of bed. That's why I wasn't going to come and chat. But we were having this party, and I just sat there, and I could feel my face was just hurting, and it started to hurt really, really bad. And at that point, my skin had been swelling, right? And my face was really swollen. But I went to look in the mirror, and it looked like I had this huge pumpkin head. I was like, this is awful. So I thought, what I'm going to do, it's so painful. I'm going to try this stuff that's in the suitcase here, these sapphire from Zero Gravity, and what a sapphire and it'll come back to me. I use them all the time. Oh, Perfecto Plus and all those things, right? Um, and you can see them if you go into. Actually, I'll just take pictures and pop them in here for you so you can see. So what I did is I took the blue light and I put it on my face. I just ran the blue light over my face. It was so painful. And if you, not the red light, the blue light, that instantly, it instantly took the pain away. And to describe the type of pain, if you are a person who wears high heels or stilettos, um, if you wear them for too long, say on a concrete floor or hardwood floor that has concrete underneath it or something like that. Uh, those of you that don't wear stilettos or things like that are like, what is she talking about? But I'm trying to explain to you the type of pain. You know, when your feet swell up so much that you can't get the shoes off, or they're so swollen that when you touch them, you're just like, ah, that's what it felt like, but on my face. That's so much pain. So I took the blue light and I put it over my face, just gently over my skin because it felt like the skin was going to just break. And it just it took the pain away and some of the swelling. So I started using it constantly. That started happening. And then there were other products that I'll show you here. They I would put them, I'd work out because I was trying to get back into health and just to be able to pass this message that I'm supposed to tell you. Blue and red lights, for me, I try to tell everyone. Uh, one thing that it does is it clears your skin, makes your skin really nice. But there's also some other health benefits that are listed on their website, and it's a lot of the main technology was created with NASA's help. You can go and look on my Twitter page. I have it. You know what? I'll just pop it right in here. And then I'll put the links down in the description so that you can go and take a look at the science. Because it's not just, oh, it makes you pretty, well, or handsome or whatever you want to be. Yeah, it does. What it does, what I have found it does, um, it is a healing light. Yes. If you're ill, it's going to help, right? In my opinion, because it helped me and I've tried it for years. Okay. It's going to clear your skin. It will take a while to clear your skin, depending on how bad your skin is, right? But it'll clear your skin up really nice. Mine is doing excellent. I'm really pleased because I want skin that is flawless. I don't want one mark on it. Um, and clear skin is actually health. That's the truth. That's what humans are supposed to have perfectly clear skin. And if you want to know more about that, you can go down that rabbit hole, and that is going to wake you right up. Humans are supposed to have perfectly clear skin. And from what I've seen of the science and it's supposed to be clear skin. You know, the jaw that people are using they're trying to filter a totally shaped jaw devices. I take them and I put them on my jaw and just hold them in the place. And I've been doing that for a long time. Your jaw is not supposed to be swollen like that. The swelling that you see on your jaws isn't supposed to be like that. And that's going to take you down another rabbit hole if you want to go down that rabbit hole. But that will wake you right up. What I did is I find that the red light devices remove all red and blue light devices used on a regular basis. Right, I've been using them for years, but I remember had a really swollen face. I had to take the whole swelling from essentially what the science says, and you can go read deeper into it. It's clearing your skin, things like that. And I used it for the pain. Oh, that's another thing. If you do hardcore workouts, the red light, put it over your body, and it will get rid of any of the lactic acid pain. That was something I was just so shocked. So today I'm going to go and I'm going to run on the treadmill, and it's going to be a really hardcore workout for me. So then all I have to do is take the red light and put it over my body slowly and holding it in spots like wherever it could possibly be sore. And they even have them for feet. And the ones that I put on my Twitter account, I'll put up here. These ones are direct from the scientists who did the NASA work with them. The ones that I have were ones that were just not just, but were there are different ones. But yeah, so they know about that. So that's why I use the lights. So when I see these people doing plastic surgery. That's the connection. The red light, okay, to have your chin shaved down, I don't know how much that would cost, but I'm assuming it's going to cost about $15,000 and a lot of pain. Instead, like you could do that for a quick fix, but instead, what you could do is spend the $15,000 or 6,000, I don't know how much it is, but on going to the website. You could go to this website, spend the money on this light with the science you can see from NASA, from me, your friend, who's used a product similar to this, which probably isn't as strong as this product that I'm showing you, right? You could buy that and then use it on your chin and face, on your lymph nodes, all around your ears, everything like that, on your forehead, your eyebrows. When you squeeze your eyebrows like that, do you get wrinkles in your forehead? Those aren't supposed to be there. When you squeeze your squint your forehead and your eyebrows down, you see the ridge and that kind of swollen ridge in the center. Look at the fashion model's face. It's not because they're beautiful, because they don't have the swelling too. That's also it. You want to get rid of that swelling. I went and I looked at, this is totally, see, this is our conversations every day are going to be something like this. Maybe not too long, but today's a long day because I want to really talk to you. I am not a doctor. I'm just telling you from the last 10 years of looking at medical journals, studying, trying to figure out what exactly is going on. I believe that I found some of the answers. So I'm telling you that. The red light, you can either lay in beds. There's a bed called Envy you can lay in. I haven't done any research on that bed yet, but I will. Ultra post conspiracy theorist. Awesomeness. So that's why I use the red light. For me, my dream would be to have a box, a red light box, and I would just sit in there, sitting there and meditate. Pearl 888. Hi Pearl, thank you for following me, and I love your avatar. Very nice. Oh, full disclosure for the win. I, I, hi friend. Hi friend. That's what I'll say. Full disclose, FTW. Definitely, definitely. That's a great friend there. Oh, author for Stillness in the Storm. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. Galaxy's friends and friends to be. So interesting. So much information. Co-founder of Pyramana Ormus. Hi, Fred. Hi, Brock. Nice to see you, Brock. Brock Bailey. Hi, Fred. Oh, we have a lot of the same ideas about life. You know what? I can't go into that very deeply with you right here, Brock, but we have a lot of the same ideas about life. Oh, that's so awesome. Based Congo. This is awesome. Hello, friends. Historical content from Belgium, Congo. That's awesome. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to go back. Oh, no, I can't go to all your accounts right now. Hi, friend. This is what I mean. I'm like, oh, I want to go through all of your accounts. So, oh, there's my other friend. Hi, Zena. Zena Zargon. Thank you for following me. I appreciate you so much. And thank you for seeing what I see. I appreciate you. Oh, Static Dead Station Official. Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome, friend. Painter, artist. I love when the artists that are really, you know what? Thank you for being in our community. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Static Dead Stat. I appreciate you. Thank you, friend. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? I saw this friend right here, Sandra G3. I was doing something and I think I was meditating or something. And I think I was meditating. And I remember thinking, I'm going to see what because of the thing that happened with Headlow. I don't know how to say that. I'm going to have to figure out how to say that. But after that experience, I thought I'm going to sit and meditate and see if what images come into my mind. And one of the images was your profile picture image. And I thought, I wonder if she's going to say anything to me or write anything to me. This was last week. So I was like, well, it was last week because I've been rendering for 7 days now, I think. So maybe more than 7 days. So yeah, I was thinking about it. So I thought, oh, I wonder if she'll say something to me. Rule your mind before it rule you. Awesome, friend. Okay. Okay. So I was thinking about you too. And love can make miracles. It's absolutely true. You can, just by having love and showing love, you can change a whole person's life, their outlook on life. MRLZV underscore ISI. Hi, friend. East Baltimore 7. Hello, my friend. Oh, wow. Rap battle fan, a Muslim rap battle fan. I have got to hear that. You know, I love music. I love all kinds of music. I love chanting, everything, all kinds of music. And I love a rap battle. And I really love watching breakdancing. I love watching breakdancing. I know that rap and breakdancing aren't the same thing, but I love it's hand in hand, fairly close to a lot of it from back in the day. And I really love breakdancing, and I really love those jumpsuits. I know that this is okay, East Baltimore 7. This is my thing. I love those jumpsuits. And I used to wear those jumpsuits, and then my friend, I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you because I can't tell you. My friend, okay, I'll tell you. My friend said I look like a P, basically, the letter P, wearing my jumpsuit. So I don't wear jumpsuits anymore. No, I don't even have one. I would like my jumpsuit to be tight. And that's okay. So I'm gonna go and check out some Muslim rap battles. I can only imagine how hardcore and great that is. The Romeo Theory. Hello, friend. Hi. Oh, the most wanted being in the known universe, king of the imagination, galactic star seed and master. Hello, friends. Greeting, greeting, Mr. Romeo. Yeah, thank you for following me, friend. Space porn, devoted to beautiful space images. Yeah. After this, I'm gonna have to go and look at some space porn. Thank you for following me, space porn. Alien Ant Farm. Hello, friend. Hello. A collection of hand-drawn, unique aliens. Oh. This is what I'm talking about. I have to go through all of my friends here because I haven't gone through all of you. And oh, look at that. Hi, Jordan. Jordan, hi. Motivation. I just followed you back. Why? I must have had a moment and just gone on why, man. Anyway. Thank you for following me, Jordan. I really appreciate you. And Ethan Estrada. Hello, friend. Thank you for following me. I really appreciate it. He, him, his. Experiencer. Awesome. I'm going to go and read what you've written in a bit. I'm going to upload this. I'm going to upload this exactly how it is. So you see. So we're just having a chat. Lynn. Hi, Lynn Wallington. Hi, Lynn. Witchy Lynn. Host. I did the hand sign. Hi, friend. Oh, Space Out Radio weekends. Wow. We should go check that out, everyone. You know what I've been thinking, friends? I've been thinking a couple things. Well, I've been thinking a lot of things. That's why we have to talk every day. So, I've been thinking that what I'm going to do is I really enjoy podcasts. I really enjoy going in them. After I went into the first podcast, I went in to talk just to anybody, hang out, was Peaceful Disclosure. And I went in, and it was the best experience coming into the UFO community that I could have ever expected or imagined. And I was saying these people should be the ambassadors of the UFO community, because I went in there and they were so nice and so knowledgeable. And at these points, like, sometimes my videos right now, they are, I want to delve deep into how some of these people are very, very knowledgeable, or have been in situations where they're going to know some really interesting things. And I want to know those things. So it was so shocking that they were so kind and welcoming to me. And I'm coming in there saying, hey, there's an alien speaking through me, and it wants me to talk to you. I don't know who you are, but it wants me to talk to you. And, it's drawing me to you. So, but I started watching the things that they were talking about, and it was excellent. These are the people that are in the know. And the thing is, they're so kind or nice or welcoming. And I did see that there were some things happening in the UFO community. Apparently, it as in any community, there's going to be fights and disagreements or whatever. And people also want to know, why isn't this happening faster? Why hasn't disclosure happened faster? Well, I want to know. And I think that there's some things. One of the main reasons I think that it hasn't happened so quickly is that humans are extremely aggressive, and they can be extremely violent and do horrible things to each other and to others. And even though you and I can handle it, a lot of people cannot and wouldn't be able to handle it, and they'd cause a whole lot of problems. And not just that, I believe that it was done slowly so that people wouldn't freak out. And right now, more and more people are able to handle it. Like CE5 right now is excellent. And I will do I want to do some videos. Well, so many videos I want to do. That's why I have to talk to you every day. So I can't animate them all every day, because when I do a investigative piece, I love to go all the way back into the documents that somebody happened to drop and somebody else picked them up in 1973 and has been keeping them in a file folder hidden away, and I want to find that file. So that's why the videos take a long time for me to make. But these ones are just fun, and we're just talking. So they're great. So the UFO community is having, I guess, from what I can see from an outsider looking in, I'm just stepped in and have just been welcomed by these wonderful, peaceful disclosure people. And so I've only seen the best in all of you. So that's what I wanted to say. But one thing I wanted to do is go and find podcasts that we like, and or you just tell me in the Twitter comments or in my YouTube comments, and we will just I'll go into that podcast and talk about what they're talking about. I think that would be wonderful. I don't know podcast etiquette, right? So maybe that's rude. I don't know. But when I pop in, I'm like, hi, nice to see you. How are you doing? I want to talk to everybody. So if you have a podcast, I'd love to go into your podcast and have a chat in your comments, in your chat. I think that's great. Let's all talk in the chat about what the podcast is. I'm going to check out Spaced Out Radio Weekends from Lynn. Witchy Lynn. Thanks for following me. I appreciate it. ET UFO disclosure. All I can say is that you rock hard, friend. You rock really hard, and you have opened my mind. You have opened my mind to the things that possibly could be happening. And although some of the things that you're saying are uncomfortable to me, I'm willing to look at what you're saying, because I'm like, you know what? I think he's on to something. because there's a lot of things I don't know what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say. And also, well, I just I don't know. I don't know. There's so many things. Um, that if you friends out there that are now just coming to this channel or just meeting us and things like that, if you want to jump 2 feet right into the rabbit hole, the bottomless, not even the bottomless, the deep rabbit hole, if you want to jump right in, ET UFO disclosure, that is where you need to look because I feel that I'm telling you so many things, but when I'm looking at that, when I'm looking at the things that he's saying or this person is saying, it's wild. But you know what? I'm not going to discount it because there's a lot of things that I think could be onto something. Who knows? Could be even talking about me. Savington Powers, you are awesome. Symphasm, undercover artist, you are awesome. Thank you so much, friend, for following me. I really appreciate you, and I see you. I really appreciate you. Awesomeness. The Alien Channel. Hi, friends. Hi, friends. Um, thealienchannel.com. So I'm going to go and check that out. Yeah. I love it because I could just come on here and then open this up and you have so much information. I believe disclosure is happening. It is. And it just peaceful disclosure. Thank you for following me. Ask an alien. Alien ask. Alien underscore ask. Hi, friend. I really appreciate everything. Um, yeah, you guys are awesome. Everything that you've shown me so far is awesome. Thank you. Um, that's all I can say, everyone. I was so shocked about the kindness that I received from asking Alien Ask. You know, ask an alien questions pour un envie. Oh, my French is so terrible. Um, let's see. There's so many things, but you know what? My French will get better. I have a little bit of French. I love languages. Um, call all beings. Thank you for everything that kindness that you've shown me, friend, because sometimes I am not myself. And yeah, I just was like, you know what? I just, when I first came onto this whole platform, I was like, hey, everybody, I'm here. Let's all just hang out and talk. And I never really, I don't know. I'm happy that you are my friend here and showing me all positive energy. I really appreciate it because it's so difficult to come out and say, I have experienced these things. I these things are happening. I don't know how I know this or how I'm doing this. And then to have somebody be kind and be like, okay, I'm going to let you take baby steps instead of jumping in. Because when I talk to you friends, I figure it's just like, you're coming over to my house, you're going to hang out and have some coffee, whatever, tea, whatever you like. And I didn't realize that so many of you are just so exceptional. And for me, it's like, oh, I'm just quiet sometimes, right? I'm a quiet person. So, uh, study of UAPs. Hi, friend. Thank you for following me. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And I like going and taking a look at the things on everybody's profiles. So I'll be going to yours. And I really liked watching the uh, the podcast. It was great, really positive, really, really, really positive. And I will try to catch every positive or every podcast that I can of your group. Member of Calling Beings. Deb's Data Dojo. Excellent. Yeah. So it's great. Science. This is the thing. I want when I'm learning about UFOs and the whole situation, I think right now, which is, I'd have to say, I feel that I know a lot about what's going on, and that makes me very uncomfortable. Um, I don't know. I won't say I know a lot about it. I'll say that I'm not going to say anything. So, thank you for following me, friend. I'm going to be looking at your profile. Sila 7 Star Seeds. Hi, friend. How are you? Thank you for following me. Oh, wow. I'm going to go and look at all of your stuff. Um, I love investigating ancient civilizations also. So it's great that we're friends here. One of the things that I'll be talking about on the YouTube channel is ancient tribes, ancient UFO tribes. I find that extremely interesting that many of these tribes have oral histories or sometimes even um, drawn histories of extraterrestrials. There's so many things. Wonderful. Hello, friend. Nice to meet you. Susie Sante, Sante Souza, Susie, Sante Susie. Hi, friend. Thank you for following me, friend. Magic Bean. Hello, friend. And I love your profile picture. I'm going to go check it out because I love art. A lot of you can go and take a look at my profile, and I have art on there, painting, all sorts of things. And the funny thing is, I used to paint and draw, and then I stopped. I had no interest in it at all. I had no muse, nothing. I just didn't do it. And then after this near death experience, suddenly, boom, all my skills. But then I had no inspiration. So for my whole life, I go without drawing anything. And then after this near death experience, bam, all these skills, all this stuff, and all these drawings start coming out. So those of you that say, "Oh, you want to see alien art?" That's what I'm going to be showing you. But because it takes a long time to render, so that's why it's taking a bit. All right. So nice. Thank you for following me, Magic Bean. I do stuff like art. I love my bun. Well, hello, friend. I'm so pleased to have you here with us. Thank you for being a part of our new positive energy. We are going to change the world. That's what I want. I want some kind of world change. It's going to be very, very fun because all of us are positive. And if you have a whole bunch of positive people together, working together, I'm not talking about the la 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 kind of positivity. I'm talking about understanding that the world is not the greatest place at times. And there's a whole other world running along that isn't that great. But one person at a time, helping one person at a time, being positive one person at a time, like that, will pass out and send out a positive vibration. It'll change that person's vibration, will change the people around them's vibration. And if the people around them are really horrible, then our positive energy will be able to sustain our friend in that situation until they can become free of that situation. So there's all things that are possible for us if we all work together. And this is scientific. It's not just me saying, oh, blah, 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 right? So Magic Bean, I do stuff like art too. So thank you for being my friend. Hanger One Publishing. Hanger One Pub. Hello, friend. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wildlife. This is what I mean. We all get along so well. Wow, okay. So wildlife research and publishing covers. Ooh, new science. Oh, strange disappearances. I'm gonna have to go and look all through your profile. So yeah. So thank you very much for following me, everyone. I really appreciate my Twitter followers because we are our main crew. This is our main crew starting. I appreciate you.